What if I told you the most powerful secrets to building wealth today weren't locked away in some Wall Street algorithm, but were actually carved into clay tablets thousands of years ago? Well, today, that's exactly where we're going. We're heading back to ancient Babylon to uncover the surprisingly simple financial wisdom from the richest man who ever lived there. Just picture this for a second. You are walking through the wealthiest city in the ancient world. The air is buzzing. You hear merchants yelling about their wares. The clinking of gold and silver coins is everywhere. This is a place literally overflowing with opportunity, a city where fortunes were made and lost. But right in the middle of all this incredible wealth, we meet our heroes. There's Bansir, who is an amazing chariot maker, the best in the city, and his buddy Kobe, a musician who could charm anyone with his tunes. Now, they're both incredibly skilled, they work hard, and yet they are always broke. Sound familiar at all? And this is the question that's just eating them up inside. It's a question a lot of us still ask, right? How can I be working this hard, doing everything right, and have so little to show for it, while other people just seem to get rich without even trying? Their frustration is what kicks off this entire story. So they finally hit a breaking point. They realize if they want a different life, they can't keep doing the same old thing. So they decide to go find the one person in all of Babylon who has absolutely cracked the code, Arcade, a guy who started with nothing and became the richest man in the entire city. When they finally get to talk to Arcade, they basically beg him for the secret. And what he tells them, it's so simple, it's actually kind of mind-blowing. And this first idea, it's the foundation for everything else. That's it. That's rule number 1. For every 10 coins thou earn, save 1. Before you pay anyone else, before you buy anything else, one of those 10 coins is yours to keep. It's not for the landlord. It's not for the guy selling bread. It's for you. It's the little seed that a giant tree of wealth can grow from. So what does that look like for us today? It means if you make $1,000, the very first thing you do is take 100 of those dollars and put it away for yourself. You do this before you pay rent, before you buy groceries, before you even think about that daily coffee. You see, this completely flips the script on how we look at money. Savings is no longer the leftovers at the end of the month. Nope, it's the first and most important bill you pay. Because you're not just saving money, you are literally paying the person you're going to be in the future. Now, Arcade was no fool. He knew that saving 10% is totally impossible if you're spending 110%. And that brings us right to his second core rule. This is where we have to get really honest with ourselves. Arcade saw people all over Babylon going broke because they were chasing after luxuries they had convinced themselves were necessities. And that lesson is just as true today. If you can't tell the difference between what you need to survive and what you simply want, your purse is never, ever going to be full. Okay, so you're paying yourself first, you've got your spending under control, your bank account is starting to look a little healthier. But just letting that money sit there, that's not the end game. It's time for Arcade's third rule, where things get really interesting. Right, don't just save your money, put it to work. Think of every dollar you save as a tiny little employee. Your job is to send that employee out into the world to earn you more money. And then you send those earnings out to work too. The goal is to build a whole army of money that's working for you, 24/7. And this, my friends, is the absolute magic of compounding. That little bit of money you invest, it doesn't just grow. Its earnings start to have their own earnings. And over time, what started as a tiny little trickle of income from your worker coins can turn into a massive river of wealth. Now, once you start building that treasure, the game changes a bit. It's not just about offense anymore. You have to start playing some serious defense. And Arcade had a really stark warning about the dangers that are just waiting for anyone with a little bit of new money. He told Bansir and Kobe that as soon as you have a little bit of gold, you're going to be tempted by all sorts of opportunities that sound way too good to be true. And you know what they say about things that sound too good to be true? They usually are. Losing your principal, that original money you worked so hard to save, is just a devastating setback. Look, the shady merchants of Babylon have just been replaced by flashy websites and people sliding into your DMs. Be super wary of anyone promising you massive, guaranteed returns. Only invest in things you actually understand and get your advice from people with a real track record, not some stranger promising you a shortcut to getting rich. This all leads us to Arcade's fifth and final law of gold. And honestly,
This might be the most powerful one of all, because it's not about what you do with your money, it's about what you do with yourself.
Arcad's biggest secret was this. Your single greatest asset isn't the money in your bank account. It's you. It's your skills, your knowledge, your wisdom. The more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become, and the more money you're able to earn in the first place.
So how do we do that today? Simple. You spend time learning skills that people will pay for. You read books, you study, you practice your craft until you're one of the best. You make yourself so valuable that your ability to earn and then save and invest just grows and grows.
And what happened to our friends, Bansir and Kobe? Well, they actually listened. They took the advice to heart. They saved that first coin. They made their first careful investment. They protected their treasure and they worked on their skills. And over time, they went from being the broke craftsmen to some of the most prosperous and respected citizens in all of Babylon. So let's just run through those 5 timeless laws one more time. 1, pay yourself first, at least 10%. 2, control your spending. Know your needs from your wants. 3, make your money work for you. 4, protect your principal from loss. And 5, always invest in yourself to earn more. The city of Babylon is long gone. Its golden gates are nothing but dust. But this wisdom, it's as solid and as valuable today as it was thousands of years ago. The only real question is, what are you going to do with it? Don't just think about it. Start today. With the next $10 you get, take one and pay yourself first. If you found some value in this incredible story from the past, do us a favor and subscribe to UNLT channel. We've got a lot more inspiring stories just like this one coming your way.